Hello, welcome to the session. In today's session, we will be discussing some questions. We have already completed our unit 2, that was conditionals and iteratives. So let's dive into the question part today. So in unit 2, we had discussed conditional statements and iterative statements. In conditional statements, we had discussed modulus operator, random numbers, Boolean expression, logic operator, conditionals, and nested conditionals. In the iterative statement part, we had discussed while, for, and while loop. We had discussed the nested for, nested while, random number of loops, encapsulation, and generalization. We will be doing some concept clarity questions. I have taken two parts, part A and part B. In part A, there are 20 objective questions. So they are mix of multiple choice questions, and some of them are predict the output. And in part B, I have taken some programming question in which we need to solve the entire question. So those who want to revise this lesson by the means of solving questions, it's the perfect video. And those who have completed the theory parts of unit 2, that is part 1, part 2, and part 3, lecture 1, 2, and 3, they must watch this because this is the most important, because in this video you will learn to how to apply the concept that we have learned in our previous lessons. So let's start. So the first question, what will be the output of print 17 modulus 5? So modulus operator gives us the remainder. So here 17 will be divided by 5. So let me solve it here itself. When you divide 17 by 5, you will be getting quotient 3 as quotient, and 2 as remainder, 15, 16, 17. So modulus operator gives us remainder, so the answer must be 2. Let's check the same in VS Code. So our answer is right. Now let's go to question number 2. Which operator is used to check two values are equal in Python? So we are given here single equal to, double equal to, not equal to, and triple equal to. So single equal to is used to assign for value to a variable. For example, a is equals to 5. It is used in giving a value to a variable. Double equal to is used to check whether the values containing two variable or any two entity is same. For example, 5 is equals to a is equal to 5. So here it will check that variable a is holding the value of 5. It will not assign value 5 to the variable a. So it is used for checking. For example, let's say, let me show you some post. A is equals to 5, b is equals to 7. So a is equal to b. So it means that it is checking whether the value that a holds and value that b holds are the same. So it is done by double equal to. And our third operator is not equal to, and our fourth operator is triple equal to. So triple equal to is not a Python operator. It is used in JavaScript. So our answer must be option number B. Now let's move to the next question. Our third question is like, what will be the output of random.randint 1, 5? So Randint is a random function from the random module. So randint provides integer value from A to B where A and B is both inclusive. So randint, it generates random value between A and B, where A and B is inclusive. So it can generate any number from 1 to 5. It can generate 1, it can generate 2, it can generate 3 or 5, anything. But it will always be an integer. Let's check the same. So our output answer will be any integer from 1 to 5. So let's see. So if you will try to run this, it won't run until and unless you won't import the module random. Let's check the same and show it. So it's saying random is not defined. You forgot to import random. So as expected, we need to first of all import the module. So now it must give the desired output. Let me print this. So it is giving 1. So yes, it's fine. It is between the given range. So now question number 4. Which loop is used when we know the number of iterations in advance? So in this case, for loop is used because the syntax of for loop goes like for I in a range and number of iterations in braces. Therefore, the answer will be for loop. While loop is used when we know till which condition the statement must run. So when we know the given condition, we must use the while loop. So while loop is condition based, and for loop is based on number of iterations. Now let's solve question number 5. So question number 5 is, what is the output of range 5? So range function is used in for loop. So the entire statement would be like for I so whenever you will write for range n, the out the result you will be getting from 0 to n minus 1. So in our case it's 5, so it will start from 0, then it will go to 1, 2, 3 and 4. So our option which matches is option number B. Let's check the same. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's right. Now let's move to question number 6. Which of the following correctly checks the number is divisible by 7? So option number 1 is A, that is num modulus 7, num division 7. So division will give you a float value and it will give you the entire result. Num modulus 7, so it will give you the remainder. And our third question is num double slash, that is floor division, so it will give you integer value, and num asterisk 7, so there will be multiplication. So if any number is completely divisible by other number, the remainder will be 0 in such case. So the best cost and option in sixth number is option number B, as it was basically memory based question. You must know this. Now let us do question number 7. What will be the output of this? So it is asking what will be the output of this. This question is testing the boolean, it is operator and logical operator and or and not, I believe. So x is a variable that is containing 10, y is containing 20, and we are given here print a condition 1 or condition 2. So or operator will provide you true when any of the condition is true. At least one of them must be true. So in our case, x is greater than y. So basically it is saying 10 is greater than 20, so the answer is false. So condition 1 is false in our case. So false. Or now let's check condition 2, y double equal to 20. So condition 2 is saying that do y variable contain the value 20, then it is true, because double equal to, as I taught you right now, it is equal to, it is used to check whether two values are equal or not. It is used in Python for this use itself. So we will be using double equal to, and it is given over here. So now our final statement is true or false. Now remember, or will give you true when at least any one of the condition is true. So in our case, one is true and one is false, so it must return true. So let's check the same. So yes, our answer is true. So we have done with seventh. So answer will be option number 8, true. Now let's solve question number 8. Which statement is used to exit a loop immediately? Option A, continue, pass, break, or exit. So in order to break a loop immediately, exit a loop immediately, we will be using break statement, because once a break is encountered in your loop, no further execution of loop takes place, and continue is used to skip a iteration and it will continue for the others, whereas pass is just a placeholder. I hope you got it. So answer for 8th will be option number C. Now let's check 9th. We won't be seeing the options because it will give us some idea. As we are building our concept for the first time, we must go through the entire process itself. So our question goes like, for I in a range 2 comma 10 comma 2. So here we have been given three parameters. So 2 is the start index, 10 is the stop index, and again 2 is the step. So our loop will go start from 2 and it will end till 9, because 10 minus 1 will be the last one, and the step given here is 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So here 2 indicate the number of steps. So our cursor, let's say it's in 2, so it will take 2 jump. So jump number 1 will bring it to 3, and jump number 2 will bring it to 4. So the first value that I will print, it is 2, and the next is 4, and then it will again continue. So after 4 it will again take 2 jump, then it will go to 6, then after 6 it will again take 2 jump, then it will go to 8, after 8 it will be again take 1 jump, and it's 9, but it won't print 9 because it needs 2 jump, and for the second jump there is no value, so it won't print anything. So the answer will be 2, 4, 6, and 8 only. I hope you are done with this. Let's check the same. By the way, and equal to a space is given here. So after each value, there will be a space. That's the indication of this. If you won't write, then it will automatically go to the next line. So our answer is 2, 4, 6, 8. And we had got this itself. So option number B is correct. Let's check question number 10 now. So question number 10 goes like, which function is used to get the last digit of a number? So if you are given a number 1, 2, and 3, and I want to say that right now I need the last dig it. So how will you do so? So in order to do so, you can divide the number by 10, and when you do so, when you divide the whole number by 10, you will be getting quotient as 12 and remainder as 3. So the remainder will be same as the last digit. So whenever you need to get the last number of any number, you must divide the number by 10, and the remainder that you will be getting will be same as the as the last value. So what is the symbol for remainder? It is modulus operator. So the answer will be option number B, num mod 10. So now let's solve question number 11. So question number 11 goes like I is equals to 0. So I is a variable which is been provided value 0 right now. While I is less than 5, if I is equal to 3, break. Print I and is equals to a space, and finally we are updating the value by 1, we are increasing it. So let me explain the code to you and let me dry run it first of all. So at first the value of I is 0, and then it will check the condition is 0 is 0 less than 5. So the answer is true. Then it will check line number 3. If I is equal to 3, so I is right now 0, so the condition fails here, and it will go to line number 5, so it will print the value of I. So 0 will be getting printed, and after that there is updation of value. So I plus equal to 1, it is equivalent to I is equals to I plus 1. The same can be written in different manner. Then it will again go to line number 2, and it will check that if because after addition of 1, our I will become 1 right now, and it will check if I, that is 1 now, is 1 is less than 5, then the condition is true. It will check if 1 is equal to 3, then it is false. Then it will again print the value of I, that is in our case it will then print 1. So 0 already got printed, now it will print 1, and it will again update the value of I. So now the value of I will be 1 plus 1, so it will be 2 over here. Then it will again go to line number 2, and it will check if 2 is less than 5. So yes, 2 is less than 5. So again it will check if 2 is equal to 3. If 2 and 3 are same, so no. Then it will as the condition is false, so it will go to line number 5, and it will print the value over here. So it already got printed. Then it will print, so 2 will be getting printed, then 2 plus 1 will happen, so 3. So it will again check if 3 is less than 5, the condition is true. In the third line it will check if 3 is equal to 3, then the condition is true. Then it will check what it need to perform. So there is break statement. So remember what I had taught you. So break statement will break the loop, and the loop won't be proceeded any further. So the output will be 0, 1 and 2. Let's check the same. So 0, 1 and 2, that's the right. And in the same question, I hope you got it. Now I will be changing this break to continue, and I want to ask what will be the output be if I do so. So remember what I had taught you, continue will skip that sequence and it will print others. So 3 will be skipped and rest all will be printed. So 0, 1, 2, 4 and 4 will be printed. Let's see what's the output we are getting. I guess it's 0, 1, 2. There is some issue over here because maybe overflow. So we need to look at this and make a proper question for that. so that we can deal with this. So now let's solve question number 12. Which of the following will generate a random even number between 0 to 10? Between 0 and 10, inclusive, both are inclusive. So it can 2 and 0 and 10 is also valid number. So the first option is random dot rand int 0 comma 5 into 2. So it will be basically 0 comma 10 as it is multiplied by 2. So this will be the, let me change it to TLX. So let me check if it is fulfilling the condition 0 and 10 included. Yes, because rand int takes both a and b, that is both the intervals in including nature. Now the second option is random dot rand range 0 11 comma 2. So whenever you will use rand range, so in the stop there will be -1, so it will be 0 to 10, and the step is 2. So yes, it's perfect, it will also print the same. And here multiplied by 2 basically means that only the even number will be getting printed. I hope you are clear with this. Now let's go to 13th question. So what will be the output? So it is another predict the output question. So let me get this over here. So before running, I want to run it in dry form. So let me dry run this to record. So our first line says ex is equals to 5. So and in second, there is a condition check if x is greater than 3, that is it will basically check 5 is greater than 3. Yes, it is true, so it will go here, and it is checking if x is less than 10, so it is checking if 5 is less than 10. Yes, it is again true, then print a. So it will just print a. Let's see what's the output. So a, our answer is true. Now let's go over here. Question number 14. So in question number 14, we are given here two things. There is a for loop and it is used twice. So for I in range 3 and again for j in range 2. So it is a classic example of nested loops. So this question will need your significant attention. Let me show it. Let me try doing it here itself. So as it is given for I in range 3, so the permissible value when range n is given, so it will go from 0 to n minus 1. So 0 to 3 minus 1, that is 0 to 2. So 0 to 2, that is 0, 1 and 2. So the values that outer loop will be having is 0, 1 and 2, and for inner loop for j in range 2, so range 2, so that means range n, so range 0 to n minus 1, so 2 minus 1, so 0 to 1. So for 0 to 1 there will 0, then 1, only two values. So first of all it will go for 0. So for I in range 3, so first it will take the value 0, then it will go to the inner loop, then it will again take the value for I in a range 0, so it will print hello one time, then it will again go for 1, it will again print hello one time. So 2 times has been printed, then it will again go to the outer loop, and this time the value will be changed to 1, then it will again go to the inner loop, and again first of all 0, then 1, so again 2 times it will print, then again it will go to the outer loop, and this time for the value 2, it will again go to the inner loop, it will go to 0, then 1, so it will again print 2 times. So likewise 2, 2 and 2, so it will print a sum, miss total 6 times. So let's see. So hello is being printed 6 times. Our analogy was perfectly true. So let's see what are the options. 3, 4, 5, and 6. So answer is 6. I hope you got the how I got the output. So if you want again, so I am just explaining, writing here as well. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1. So now let's solve question number 15. So question number 15 is, which of the following is the correct leap year condition? So a leap year is a year that has 29 days in the month of February. So how will you know if a year is leap? So many of you are having confusion that it must be divisible by 4. So that's not true. If only this condition is true, then it will be giving error. For example, 1900 divided by 4, it is completely divisible, but you can check it and you can find that 1900 year is not a leap year. And option number B, if it is completely divisible by 400. So yes, this is one of the condition, but it's not the entire. Then option number C is goes like, the year must be divisible by 4 completely, but it not must be divisible by 100 completely. It is one of the condition, or the year must be completely divisible by 400. So if any of the condition, either condition 1 is true or condition 2 is true, if any of them is fulfilling, then the given year is a leap year. So option number C will be true in this case. And I have already discussed the whole program about leap year in my if elif lecture, I believe, if else. So please visit that if you want the full program. So let's come to question number 16 now. So question number 16 goes like, what is the output of the following code? So we are given here a piece of code. Let's see. Let's dry run it. So there is a num variable with value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is another variable count 0, which is having value 0. Another variable, we then there is a condition check while num is greater than 0. So it means while 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is greater than 0, then it will, if it is true, then in our case it is definitely true. It will then our operation will be performed by digit. Now we have another variable digit, and it is dividing. We are getting the modulus by 10. So remember the use of modulus operator. We will be getting the last digit. So it will check the last digit. So last digit we are getting here 5. Then it will check if digit modulus 2 is equal to 0. So when if 5 is divided by 2, and is it completely divisible? So the condition is false here, so it will go to work, and then it will go to the line number 7. This part would have worked if the condition in line number 5 was true. Then it will go to 6th line, so it is false. Now 7th line, so number is a number floor division equal to 10. So it is equivalent to number equal to number modulus number floor division 10. So this is written in the condensed form. As you are solving for the first time, I recommend writing in the expanded form for better clarity. So now what happens in the seventh step, that is line number 7. So we are floor dividing the number by 10. So basically we are getting the quotient when remainder is still there. So we are getting this part. Let me show you. So we are given here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now we are performing division by 10. So once you divide by 10, so first time you will divide by 1. So the remainder you will get 2. Then you will get 3. So you will now 2 it is 20. So remainder will be 3 here and then 4. So 3 times it will go. So 30. So the remainder will be 4 here and then 5. So 5. So 10 fours are 40. So it will divide by 40 and then you will be getting remainder 5. So whenever you are using floor division, you will be getting this as the result, and wherever you will be using modulus, you will be getting this part as the result. I hope you are clear. So right now we will be getting 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you will be getting this when you are doing floor division, and you will be getting remainder when on performing modulus. I hope you are clear with this. So let's get back to the question. So number double modulus 10. So our answer was 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will print a count. So as count, we don't have any value right now, so it won't print anything because we didn't execute this line itself. So then again it will go to line number 3. It will check if now step 2 will be checking 1, 2, 3, 4 is greater than 0. Then again yes, it is true. Then it will check last digit. We will extract last digit. So last digit now it is 4. Then it will check if last digit is completely divisible by 2. Then yes, in our case 4 is completely divisible by 2. So what will happen? Count plus is equals to 0. So earlier value of count was 0. Now what will happen? Count will be incremented to 1. So this is written in condensed form. So it is equivalent to count plus 1. So instead of this, you could have written this also. It will give you the same result. Then right now what happens? So our count is now 1. Now it will go to line number 7. Then again git will be eliminated. To be honest, it was not elimination, but then we would have performed till here itself. So now as this number, let me change the color. So now our number is this itself. So it will perform till here, and now the answer will be 1, 2, 3. Means basically the value of num will be 1, 2, 3. So it will again check if 1, 2, 3 is greater than 0. So yes, it is. So line number 4. It will extract the last digit, that is 3 right now. It will check if 3 is completely divisible by 2. Then no, line number 6 won't be executed because if condition was false, then the flow will jump to line number 7. Then it will again float divide 1, 2, 3 by 10. So if you do so, so our new number is 1, 2, 3 itself. So when you divide 1, 2, 3 by 10, so 1, 2, 3 10 times. So this will be the result you will be getting 123. So quotient will be 12 and 3 will be remainder. So it will check again. So yes, 1, 2, 3 and it will go like so. Now our quotient is 12. So it will again check if 12 is less than 0. Sorry, if 12 is greater than 0. So yes, it will extract here last digit. So 2 is the last digit now. Then it will check if 2 is completely divisible by 2, then definitely it is. So what happens here? So count. there will be one increase in the value of count. So earlier count was 2, sorry 1. So now count plus 1. So 1 plus 1, now our value of count will be 2 over here. Then it will go to line number 7. Then again one digit will be extracted. So right now what is happening? So you are dividing 12. Now you are dividing 12 by 10. So on dividing 12 by 10, you will be getting 1 as quotient and 2 as remainder. So it will go like 1. Yes, let's go. Now it will check if 1 is greater than 0, then yes, it is still true. Then it will go, it will extract the last digit. So last digit and the first digit is same because it is just one digit number. So it will extract 1. It will check that if 1 is completely divisible by 2. So no, it is not. So line number 6 won't be executed. It will directly go to line number 7, and it will again try to divide 1, but right now you won't be getting any quotient here. So quotient will be 0, obviously, because on dividing 1 by 10, the quotient is definitely be going to be 0. Then it will again check if 0. So right now what will happen? So quotient will be 0. I hope you know basic mathematics. So now quotient will be 0. So it will again go to line number 3, and it will check if 0 is greater than 0. So no, it is not true. So while won't be executed any further, and we can check as the condition is false. So flow of control will directly jump to line number 8, and it is asking to print the value of count. So now count has become 2. So it must print 2. Let's check the output. So yes, we are getting the desired output. I hope you are very clear with this. If you didn't get this, you must revise this again, the whole question. You can skip to the forward part and to revisit the whole question. And if the issue is still persists, then you can, with time it will grow. You need not worry about that. Now let's have question number 17. So in question number 17, we are given here a variable x, and x is holding value 0. So in line number 2, we are given while x is greater than 10. So 0, while 10 is greater than 0, or while 0 is less than 10, you can go in any manner. If I say he is taller than you, for example, there is two boys. If any of you is having issues, so this symbol is known as less than. This symbol will be called less than. And how can you do so? Because you can write LESS. So yes, it is working. So L is becoming here, and this symbol is known as greater than. Now let's talk about scenario. Let's say there is two boys. Ram and this is Shyam. So his name is Ram and his name is Shyam. So if someone is saying Ram is taller than Shyam, so the height of Ram is more than that of Shyam, then it is true. Or someone can say that Shyam is shorter than Ram, then that is also true, because the height shorter means he's more short than of Ram. So it goes like you can speak in whatever manner you want. If somebody is saying Ram is taller than Shyam, then yes, it is true. Or Shyam is shorter than Ram. So it's the way of saying the same thing in two different manner. That's all. So I hope you got it, and this is the less than symbol and this is the greater than symbol. You will be confusing many a times, but I would recommend to learn this by this manner. So L, and here also L is being formed, and this is greater than. So where L is not being formed, that is greater than. I hope this analogy will be good for you to remember. So let's get back to our question. So in line number 2, we are checking why 10 is greater than 0. So yes, it is true. So here what is happening? X is equals to x plus 1. That was written in condensed form. If x modulus 3 is equal to 0. So if it is saying x is completely divided by 3, and then what happens? You will continue. So that part will be skipped. So basically it, wait, let me write. It means that when x is 3, it will be skipped and no execution will take place, and it will go to the next I hope you are clear with this. Then continue, that means the same, it will be skipping. So first of all our value is 0, so x plus 1, so now 0 plus 1, so our value becomes 1. So this continue part won't work because 1 is definitely, so I will be explaining this also in. So is 1 divided by 3 equal to 0? So no. So continue won't work, and it will print the value of x, and that is 1, and it will create a small space. Then again it will go to the line number 2. So it will check if 1 is still less than 1 is less than 10. So yes, it is. So it will again increment the value. So now 1 will be becoming 2, and likewise 2 will be getting printed. And when it will be 3, so 3 will be skipped. So 3 won't be getting printed. So then it will go to 4, 5, and likewise it will keep on going until when it will go. So let's say now the value of x is 9. So let's say the value of x is 9. So it will go again if 9 is less than 10. So yes, then it will increase the value to 10. So it will print the value of 10 as well. Then it will go again if 10 is greater than 10. So the answer will be false. So it will print 1 to 4, 1 2 4 5, and it will go till 10. So let's see what's the output. 1 2 3 5. So all the numbers that is divisible by 3, they won't be included, they will be skipped. So which means when x is divisible by 3, it will be skipped and no execution takes place. I hope you are clear with this question. Now let's move to the next question. So the answer would be option number C. So yes, it is right. Now let's solve question number 18. So in question number 18, we are given here for I in range 1 to 4. So the permissible value that I is having is 1, 2, and 3, because it start index and this stop index. So stop index minus 1, so 3. And if any step is not given, by default it will be taken 1. Now coming to the inner loop part. So for j in range 1 comma 1 plus I plus 1, so it will be always going via this manner. So start index. So for example, let's take 1. So in this case, when i's value is 1, so in that case the value will be going like 1 comma 1. So start and stop will be 1. So first of all we will be getting 1 printed here. Then again it will go to outer loops, then 2. So now it will become likewise 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2 implement that. 1 comma 2 still implement start index 1 and stop index 1 itself, because the stop index minus 1, so it's 1. So it will again print the value of 1 itself. Then it will go to 3. So now it will be becoming 1 comma 3. So 1 comma 3 means 1 comma 2. It does not mean 1 comma 2. It basically means the permissible value is 1 and 2. because stop index -1, then it will print the values. So it will print 1, 2. Let's see what's the output. 1, oh, it was given here a space, so we had to be little cautious. So it was like 1, 1, 2, and finally 1, 2, and 3. I hope you are clear with this. We got here as the value was 3, so here it is 1 plus 3, so it will go like 4. So it will permissible value will be 1, 2, 3, and I hope you got this. So in this case it was 2, so 2 plus 3, so 3. Let me explain this again to you. I didn't read the question properly. I should have read here and equal to, because I without doing so. So now let's solve the question again. So the permissible value for the outer range is 1, 2, and 3. What about the inner loop? The permissible value is 1, 2, I plus 1. So when the value of I is 1, so the value of j will be 1 comma 1 plus 1, so which is equal to 1 comma 2. So when 1 comma 2 is given, so permissible value will be 1 itself. So it will print the value of j. So j will be having 1, and I space will be created over here, and then it will go to line number 4, and in line number 4 we are given print statement, so it will just change the line. Now the value of I will become 2. So when now take into this into account, now j's value will be 1 comma 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1 means 1 comma 3. So 1 comma 3, that means the permissible value is 1, 2, that's all. Because 3 won't be included, stop index -1, so 1, then a space will be printed. So basically it goes like it will first go to 1, then it will print, then 1 space, then again it will go to the inner loop, then 2 will be the value of j will be 2, then it will print 2, then the loop will be completed, then again it will go to line number 4. In line number 4 it is saying to change the line. Now the value of outer loops I will be 3, so as it is 3, so 1 plus 3 plus 1, so 3 plus 1, that will be 4. Let me change the view mode to whatever, it is already whatever, no issue in that. 1 plus 4, so 1 plus 4 means the permissible value will be 1, 2, and 3. So when first of all the value of j will be 1, and it will print 1 over here, then it will again go to the inner loop, then 2 will be printed, then 3, then it will again go to here, and then the execution of the loop will stop, and we will be getting this very output. Let's check the same. 1, 2, and 3. We are getting the right out. So now question number 19. Question number is 19, quite long. So in question number 19, we are given here a variable a which is having the value 5, b having value 10, and c 7. So our condition is if a is greater than b, so 5 is greater than 10. So the answer is false, 5 is not. So this value, this part, this indentation won't be executed. This, if this is entirely false, so it is a classical example of nested loop. So this condition is false. So as this condition is false, this whole part will be ignored. It doesn't matter whether inside it is true or false or anything. So this whole part will be ignored. I hope you got this. Now we will check the elif part. So in elif part, we are seeing that b is greater than c. So is 10 greater than 7? So yes, it is true. 10 is greater than 7. So it will print b. So 10 will be printed, and as elif works, so it won't go to else part. If elif did not work, let's say if the number was different, then else would have worked. So we will be getting 10 here, and yes, our answer is right. So we have already done with question number 19. So now let's go to question number 20. So question number 20 goes like, how many times will the loop execute? Where I is equals to 1, and while I is less than or equal to 5. So definitely I is less than or equal to 5. So 1 is less than or equal to 5. See, this symbol is the less than symbol and equal to. So 1 is less than or equal to 5. So it is true. So it will print I, and it will keep on printing I because the value of I is not getting updated. So it will keep on printing I. So it will be classical example of infinite loop. So this loop won't break at any point of the time. It is just a cycle. It will keep on going. So I am showing you this. So 111 is getting printed. So whenever you encounter such situation, just press Control plus C. So Control plus C is keyboard interrupt. It will interrupt the infinity loop. Make sure to not create infinity loop. Doing so will be it's not recommended. You can say this. So we have done with part number A of this lecture series. So now we will be doing part number B. So in part number B, we are given 5 practice questions and we will do all of them. So let's start with question number 1. Let me remove this welcome. Yeah. So our first question is, write a program to check if a number is positive, negative or 0. So welcome back to the number line. So when a number when a number is greater than 0, it will be positive number. When a number is greater than 0, so this part is positive number. When a number is less than 0, it will be negative number. And when a number is 0 itself, so number will be 0. I hope you are clear with this concept. This part, to be honest, this part where 0 is not included, 0 is, there will be open circle, and this part will be termed as negative. This part will be negative. I hope you are clear with this. So let's implement the same over here. So first of all, we will take our input from user, print input, enter a number. If num is greater than 0, so we are talking about this part. This part. If num is greater than 0, print entered so now we will be writing elif, and num is less than 0. So less than 0 means this part. It is smaller than 0. So if it is, so it must print and third number is less is positive negative. Now else part, if both the conditions fails, then it definitely must be 0. Print and third number is 0. Let's execute it. You can solve the same program in different manner, but this is the easiest approach. So let me enter a number 12. So 12 is 12 greater than 0. So it will check. See 12 is greater than 0. So the condition is true. So it must execute line number 6. So let's see. Entered number is a positive number. Let's now enter minus 12, negative number. And now let's enter 0. The entered number is 0. I hope you are clear with this. So now let's jump to the question number 2. In question number 2, we are given write a program to find the largest of three numbers using if, elif, else. So first of all, let's take number input from user. Let's take float. In the last question, you can also take float as the number type. So in order to do so, where I had written int, you must write float. So this is a example of type conversion, because 1.5 is also a number and it is positive. If you do so, then it will check about for floating. There is decimal numbers as well. So enter a number. So we are taking three numbers. So enter first number. So num1, num2, num3. Enter second number. Enter third number. In order to keep it will save some time. Let us change it to ABC instead. So first condition, if A is greater than B and A is also greater than C. So what we are checking here, that A, that is the first number, is greater than B and first number is also greater than C. If so, then it must print. So we are writing F string over here. A is the largest number. Now, elif part, B is greater than C and B is also greater than A, print. Now the else part will work. C is the largest number. So our condition program will work only and only if all the three numbers are distinct for now. If you want to work for when two numbers will be equal or so, so then let me change it. So let's consider that we are entering three distinct numbers. So example 1, 2 and 3. So it must print 3 is the largest number, and now let's print let's take 10.5, 20.5 and 70.5. So it must be 70.5 is the largest number. So 5, 3 and 0. So 5 is the largest number. Our program is working perfectly right. In the case we are taking three distinct number. So if you want to change the code, you can change it likewise. Now we are given here question number 3, write the program to reverse a number using while loop. So this question will require significant amount of understanding. So please pay attention. We have done with this. So Let's say someone took 1, 2, and 3. And now we are asked to reverse the number and write 3, 2, 1. Someone take 5, 1, 2, and we will be writing 2, 1, 5. Someone written 1008. It will be 8001. Did you understand what the program needs? So how will you do so? So let me try to explain it here itself. So first of all, what we will do, we will be extracting the last digit. So last digit by floor division. So when you do so, you will be getting 3, and then we will be multiplying with the expression, and finally we will be getting the result. So I'm writing the program over here, and we will completely complete this using for loop, although you can do so by while loop itself, but as the question has provided for, so we will go through that. So let's check the number. First of all, int input, enter one number. So user has entered number. We will take a copy of this and then check if the number is less than 0, that is negative number, then we will multiply the number by -1 in order to make it positive. So now our number has become positive. So we are taking another variable and assigning the new number to this d variable. I hope you are clear with this till here. While d is greater than 0, ld. So now we are writing conditionals over here. So first of all, we will extract the last number, and for doing so, we will be using modulus operator d mod 10. So when you do so, you will be extracting the last number. Rev is equal to rev times 10 plus last digit. So this is the expression. For example, let's take 1, 2, 3. So in 1, 2, 3, it will check if 1, 2, 3 is greater than 0. Yes, and it will extract 3 from here. So then rev will become 3 rev. So rev right now we must give some value to rev. Let's say rev is 0 first of all. So it will become 0 into 10. So that is 0 only. The last digit is 3. And then we will change the digit by divided by 10. And then we will check if rev, if copy. So if copy, that is the copy of the number that we had entered from user. If copy is less than 0, so as copy was less than 0, that is for negative number, we will do what? We will print rev is equals to rev -1. So here in this part we had made every number positive. So if something was negative and we made it positive, so finally we have to make the reverse as well negative. So we are doing this part over here, and finally we will print rev. So let's see if it works perfectly. Yes, it is working. So let me explain the code to you. Although this code may require significant amount of time to be understood, I am trying my best over here. So first of all, we are taking the number from user and we are creating a copy of the number. We are saving a number in copy named copy variable. Then we are checking if the number is negative. So if it is negative, then we are multiplying by -1. If you multiply any negative number by -1, it will become positive. So now our number is become positive, and we are storing it in a variable named d. We are creating another variable named reverse or reb here. I have just, it is an abbreviation, and we are giving this value 0. And now we are checking while d, that is number, while number is greater than 0, we are extracting the last digit from here. And upon extracting the last digit, we are giving to the rev expression where we are multiplying rev. For example, now it will be 3. So it will continue on going. Then it will become 3 into 10 plus 2. Then it will become 32 Then finally 32 into 10 plus 1, so it will become 321. And similarly we are doing so, and finally in the 15th line we are seeing in the this line we are doing float division. So basically we are removing the last digit and taking the quotient. So we just take the quotient, we are removing one last number from this, and we are following this till our d, that is number, is greater than 0, that is positive number. This will be followed, and once the number becomes negative or 0, it won't become negative, by the way, it will maximally become 0. So then what we are doing, we are again checking the copy. If any number was negative by default, so the reverse must also be negative in order to look it proper. So what we are doing, we are multiplying the number, that is rev is positive, with -1. Now it becomes negative, and finally we are printing rev. So let's take -1 to 3. So the answer will be -3 to 1. And we are getting, I hope there is, wait. Let me run it first of all. -1 to 3. So the answer must be -3 to 1, and we are getting the same thing. I hope you are clear with this. If you want, I am just attaching the code itself in the notes. We can go through this. Now coming to the fourth question. So in the fourth question, we are given, write a program to find the sum of all the even numbers from 1 to 100. So you can do so by for loop and while loop, both of them. For loop takes less number of lines, so I will go through for loop. So the answer would be for I in a range. I will be explaining this as well. 2, 101, 2. Sum is equals to, so let me take a variable sum is equals to 0, sum is equals to sum plus I, print I, sorry, print sum. Let's check if this works. Yes, it is working. So let me explain the code to you now. So first of all, the question says the sum of all even number from 1 to 100. So we have taken a variable named sum, and the value with that it has right now, it is 0, and we are writing for I in range 2 to 101, and step is 2. So basically we have written here 2, 3, 4, and likewise till 100. Why not 101? Because the -1 will be subtracted from the stop index, and the step is 2. So after 2, what it will happen? So it will go to 3, then it will go to 4. It will take 2 steps. So after 2 to 3, it will be the first step. Then after 3 to 4, it will be the second step. Then 4 will be there. So what we are doing here, sum is equals to sum plus 1. So the value, so sum was earlier having 0, and the first value of I was 1. Sorry, the first value of I was 2, so 0 plus 2, and it will again go to the loop, and likewise it will get the value of I, and finally we will be getting the sum, that is, let's see, we are getting 2550. We can do the same using while loop as well. For while loop, you need to update the value. So if you want me to do so, I will, let me first finish the questions, then if I have time, I will do, or take it as a homework. You do it at your home using while loop. So now comes question number 5, and the last question of our session. So here we need to print multiplication table of a number. So first of all, let's take a variable named n from, and let's take enter the number whose multiplication table you want to be displayed. So here the user will be printing the table, taking the number whose multiplication table he wants. Now we will be using for loop as it is mentioned in our question. So for I in range, so the start index and stop index, so we will be printing till 10. So we will start from 1 and we will go till 11, because if we will write here 11, so stop index minus 1, so it will go till 10. And the step, so step will be 1 or no step, it both will be true. So I am writing here. So what it will do, it will print. So we are using the f string over here, so it will print n I is equals to I. Let's see if this works. So let's say for 5 we want. So yes, we are getting the desired output. Let's say for 3 we want now. So 3 1 is 3, 3 2 is 6, 3 3 is 9, and likewise we are getting the output. Now let's say for 17. So we are getting this desired output. So we are done with these questions, and I hope I added some value in you. If you have any issues regarding any of the questions or any other questions, make sure to drop the same. If you have any feedback for the same, please make sure to write it in the comment section. Thank you so much.